What's going on, everyone? Happy belated Father's Day here. So, I'm recording this Sunday's Father's Day right after a card show I attended. So, I had the opportunity to go out and spend some money at the card show early this morning. Tried to make it a little bit quick, obviously, come back and celebrate with my kids and my family. But we spent $1,840 at this card show. One big thing for me is I have tons and tons of cards, but a lot of it is just old stale inventory, like $1 to $5 cards. I was doing the whole card dealer pro thing, trying to scan low end cards, do that whole scene. Decided it really wasn't for me, but I have so much of it where I'm trying to flip my inventory now. I'm putting some of that stuff in bigger lots, trying to move it, and really focus on higher end singles. So ideally, my sweet spot, I don't want to be below $10. I would love to be in that like $50 to $300 range, primarily with some things below, but nothing really below $10. So you'll see a lot of the cards I'm picking up now are, I think I'm increasing my numbers. I don't know if I actually am, but $1,840 spent today. But you'll see I have a lot less cards than normal. So usually to get up to that number, I have like 300, 400 cards. This time it's maybe 100. I'm not even sure if I got that high. So the numbers are growing what I'm spending because I'm getting better inventory. I think I'm getting them for pretty good prices. You guys can be the judge of that. But I want to show you guys kind of everything I picked up. We only did 3 deals, but the 3 deals I think were pretty awesome here. So $220 spent on the first lot. Picked up 3 cards here. So we have the Ellie De La Cruz Home Field Advantage. Pretty sweet looking card with Ellie there, obviously. Big player for the Reds. This one I didn't think was gradable, but nice little lot deal, I believe. So Aaron Judge, this is a PSA 9 rookie. I think Judge right now is severely underrated. If you look at his stats and just how quick he is to like achieve a lot of his milestones, his stuff I think should be selling higher. So Judge rookies, Judge autos, I'm trying to pick up. Haven't really done too much with the Judge autos. I mean, obviously they're still fairly pricey, but I think he has a good chance to be like an MVP contender again. He is an MVP contender right now, but he could win it again, and you'll really see his prices go up at that point, I think. Kobe Bryant. So this is a relic card, obviously. So this, he had a value, I think, at like, I got him down to 150. I think it might be a little less with the way I was valuing these cards with the 220 spent, but there's one sold for $130 in a PSA 8. This being a PSA 9, I think I can add a premium on this. I'm going to ask probably like $225, maybe $250 on my eBay. There's 10 9s and 4 10s of this card, and there are no 9s or 10s that I can see sold, only 2 8s. So, and the 2 8s have gone up significantly. The first sale was a long time ago. I think that was like $98, and then the next one went up to $130, and that was a lot more recent. So I think I'll be able to get close maybe to that $200 mark when everything's all said and done. So making almost the Ellie and Judge free for that lot, at least my goal. This one was a little bit wild. So both these next lots are lots that, like, when I buy cards, they're just not things I think I'll pick up. But all these lots were just, it was fun. It was a fun purchase. $680 on this. So we got not one, but 2 of the same Singletary cards here. These are numbered to 25. I think I picked these up for $20 each value in this lot. So both those, when I picked them up, he essentially said I have a lot of room. So that means A, he's probably had these for way too long, wants to get rid of them. And B, I knew that the $45 ticket was not going to be where I was even close. So got to 20. And the original deal was looping this in. I think we did 2020, and I think we valued this at 90 maybe to get to 130. Yeah. So, and once we got there, I was able to work. He had another case that was interested in a lot more stuff. So we got this. Awesome Jalen Waddle. 2 stays healthy. Number to 25. Who knows what's going to happen with Tyreek Hill. I think this card could see some pretty good demand. I might hold on to this for a little bit. I'm probably going to send it for grading if it has a shot to get like a 9. And then really that'll take the time that I need to before I really want to sell that. Josh Allen, just kind of like your out of 199 basic card. Think I got this for $10, probably 15, $20. Tom Coughlin Scripps auto. This is, I got it for 10. It's like a $20 card. He had $20 on it. It's one of those ones I was able to get down a little bit there. This was pretty cool. So the Worthy card, this is numbered to 10. I don't know if I paid 50. I can't remember what the comp was on this. It's either 58 or 68. But it was like $18 less than what I paid. Number 10, but the comp also didn't have that little red stripe in there. I think it was only the white, yellow, white. I looked quick and maybe it had the red, but I think that this person, Worthy, has a good chance of seeing some good time this year. Definitely improved from last year, and with Patrick Mahomes throwing to you, why not? So number to 10, I think that was a good pickup. Person from my era, so I like to collect late 90s, early 2000s. 06 was his rookie year. He actually had a Verlander rookie auto, which I was more interested in. He wanted 200 for that one. This one he asked for, I think 110. I ended up getting it for $90. And that's because we were able to add in this last card. So got a little bit of discount on this because I paid what he wanted on that card without even question. So $299. This is probably like a $130 card. Got it for $90. And this was the big one in this lot. So this is a Steph Curry canvas marketing card. So I guess this is like his charity. So he signs these for his charity. They put in whatever this little slab case thing is. This exact copy sold for $600 already. I don't know if there's multiple copies of the same card or if it was this card and somehow got into this dealer's hand and whatever. He sold it to me, but he sold this for $400. There's other variations of different kind of like cards that Steph Curry signed, $500 to, I would say $400 to $600, with the medium range probably being like that $5 to $550 range. So I'm gonna ask $6 on this. I'll be happy with $5, and that'll cover a good portion of this lot for me. But I don't have a Steph Curry auto. It's just a cool thing to have, cool talking point in a lot of like cases. I do want to do a show soon too, so having this in a case would definitely be nice to have. Get people to stop a little bit. So thought that was pretty cool. And then this next lot was pretty wild. This was my first lot. I definitely built a good rapport, I think, with this vendor, and it's gonna be someone I'm looking for in the future. So his prices were wild. $940 is what I spent. You'll see his prices are very, very high comparative to what I spent. He was pretty much just free reign. Whatever I wanted to pay, he was allowing. This card, I think I was into $3. Drew Brees, I didn't look it up. Quantum Leaf, but cool little parallel. Patrice Bergeron. I've been looking for a Patrice Bergeron auto. This is one of these cards that's going to be priced up pretty high for me. It'd be the top of the market, probably a little bit more than what top of the market should be. Someone wants to buy it, great, but I've been looking to get a Bergeron auto, and I'm also looking to get a nice big patch card of his if I can. I don't really know what's out there, but there's not a ton of it out there, at least at the shows. So I was pumped to add that to the collection. Any home field advantage I'm going to pick up. This is like a $10 card. He gave it to me for $5. Picked up all these hockey cards. I think I offered $20 and he went to $25. So we got Trio Sagan at a $349. Johnny Gaudreau, that cool die cut. Sam Bennett Relic card. Kachuk Relic card. Got Pavel Zacha, that's more of a me card. Boston Bruin. But all those cards, the Zacha I think was like a $15 card, so I was happy with the 25 I think I spent on that one. Game of Thrones 101 card here. So this is a 101 sketch card. It was cool. I didn't really know much about it. Saw the 325. These were all half off. Generally, I do not like people that do this in their case. All they're doing is pricing it way up and then saying it's half off, and then so you go look and then you realize it's half off just because the prices are insane. But he was not doing half off. He was doing pretty much name your price. So I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but like, I don't know. I looked up the comps. There was a dagger that sold for $140 recently. Other than that, there was nothing that sold. There's nothing for sale. There was like no way to comp these cards. Back when Game of Thrones was hot, they were going for like $300 to $500, but like, this is not going to sell the same as it did then. But he jokingly was like, oh yeah, if someone wants to offer me $100, I'll probably take that. So with the dagger comp of 140, I forget what he said this was. It's like a white, I don't know if it's a White Walker or white something. The character, he didn't know either. He got in a collection, so he's not attached to it. But I gotta relook up the person, but I figured a character is gonna be worth more than a weapon. So if that's selling for $140, this has to be at least, I'd say 175, maybe 200. So I felt comfortable at that $100 range there. So we agreed at that. We got Jackson Churio, so this is half off. I ended up taking it for $30. Number to 4, auto. Can't beat that. He had bowling cards. And these are both 101s. They were like $10 each. I got them they were in a $5 bin. I just took them for the $5. Once again, he was willing to talk down on pretty much anything and everything. I wasn't going to talk him down on that though. I believe like it's nice you'll hear me kind of talk about things in certain like deals. And so I do a lot of mini deals and create one big deal. So it's like, hey, where can we get on this first deal? And it's like, okay, great. we can, like, I agree with your pricing. Let's win, like, let's keep going. And I'll do a big buy that way. And some I'll let them have it, like, if it's good, and, like, I know I can probably talk them down a little bit, but give them the win. And then sometimes it's, I need a little bit more room on the card, or I'm not comfortable with the card, like the Game of Thrones, like, I didn't know. But when he said 100, it's like, hey, I'll pay your 100. So it was like, I'll pay your asking. So you hear me refer to, like, the deals that way, and that's just kind of how I operate. I also think, like, he even mentioned, like, you're so easy to work with because he feels like he's winning sometimes, and he is. But then I'm winning a lot of times too by getting good deals, like, throughout the deal. So all these cards I offer $2 for. I think there's 15 baseball cards here, all kind of weird patches, stuff like that, or key players. Offer $2 a patch, or $2 a card, and he countered at $10 more, which ends up being like $2.20 maybe, $2.25 maybe. I don't know what the exact math is. I didn't do it, but it's simple math. I should be able to do it in my head, but can't right now. But Clayton Kershaw, little relic card. Jacoby Ellsbury at 25, cool patch card. Unfortunately, in his Yankee uniform, although I probably wouldn't even keep it if it was a Red Sox. Salvador Perez, any of these tribute cards where you can see where the jersey's from, game used. A-Rod at a 15. That looks like it's the Texas Rangers logo there. This would have been a big card back in the day. Andrew Miller, rookie auto. Barry Larkin at a 199. Javier Baez at a 35. Awesome patch there. Cutchin. This didn't do as well as I thought it might with the camo print, but I think that's kind of popular in the Pittsburgh uniforms. Max Muncy, auto. Rhys Hoskins, patch, auto. They're not rookie, I don't think. But maybe it is his rookie. I'll have to look at it. Out of 15, Cespedes. Carlos Correa with the stamp there. Altuve game used Francisco Lindor. So all game used, some nice patches. $2 and change per card. You have to take advantage of that. These are the cards that kind of started the deal here. So I think I got this one for like $20. So it has a $90 ticket on it. And I can't remember what I paid on this. I can't remember what it was comping at. Tried to pay fair on these because these was in the beginning where I was trying to develop a relationship. So this, and you'll see some Pop Century stuff. Was where we were really trying it. When I was doing the Pop Century, he asked me if I like golf and if I like swimming. And he's like, oh, golf, I have this guy, Xander, and he didn't know the guy's last name. I was like, oh, is it Shoffley? He's like, yeah. And I'm expecting him to bring me over something garbage. Comes over with this auto out of 76 with the American flag background. I bought a box of this looking for a Xander Shoffley auto, and I was looking for Katie Ledecky. I wanted a Ledecky auto, but he came over with out of 25 and this auto, and I think I picked this up for $50, and I got this for 20 in the deal. So absolutely insane, like crazy prices. The box alone was like $100. If I pulled the two of these out of that box, I would have been doing backflips. So to just get them for less than the price of the box, like, could not beat that. So happy to get those. I want to really look at those and see if they're gradable. And these were the original cards that kind of got the deal going. So Lawrence Fishburne and Cuban Gooding Jr. So 101 auto there. It says $250 on it. I didn't pay anywhere close to these prices. I forget what I paid for on this one, but I was way under like the comps on them. Keep in mind, everything was half off these stickers. Linden and Gale. Once again, this is like a $40 card. I offered him 20. I think we would settled on 30. With it being a super factor, it might be like $50 card. Alec Baldwin out of 65. Pat Freiermuth, we got the patch auto rookie there. Pretty cool card. Andrew Garfield's from Spider-Man, number 4 of 4. Pretty cool card. Like all these I got for crazy deals. Robert Eden from I Dream Genie, auto 101 printing plate. This, I don't know, even Cara Davingini. I have no idea who she is, but I looked up some comps. It was worth whatever price we ended up agreeing on. Henry Thomas, this is a 101 from ET, the scripts. So the one thing I found out, and you're going to see this coming up next, the scripts are extremely important with these. So this is Terry Hatcher. So her card, we agreed to $170 on this card. He got it stickered for $700. And if you look at her regular autos, it's probably like a $70 card, maybe a $100 card. But the real and spectacular script on there makes it apparently super rare and super valuable. It's new to me. I'm not a big fan of, like, scripts. I don't think they add a ton of value unless it's like something crazy. But in the pop culture world, this was, I guess, was a Seinfeld episode where they were talking about her breasts essentially, and if they were real or fake was the whole bit. And Jerry Seinfeld was dating her, and when they broke up for whatever reason, I guess she reaches over or leans over and whispers in his ear, "They're real and spectacular." So I've seen the episode, I don't quite remember it, but apparently that is a big selling point for this card and adds a ton of value. These cards I see selling for anywhere from $250 to like $400. So it kind of is like a little bit of a color match with the like lingerie she's wearing. I'm gonna throw it up for $400, see what happens. But pretty weird card, pretty cool. Gina Davis, I think I offered him like $20 for this card. So there's a sale for like $50, and that's like the only sale. I guess the Pearl is a case hit, so he was kind of a little bit more attached to it, but I don't know who she is. I don't know much about the Pearl case hits, stuff like that from Pop Century. I think they're cool cards. I just actually opened a box of it. You're also going to see that coming out soon on my channel. Chasing a Mel Gibson Braveheart card. But yeah, he essentially was just asking me to take it, so I agreed for $20. Ortiz, just a base Ortiz. This is probably the $2 a lot of the baseball cards. But that's everything we purchased. We spent, what was it, $1,840 on everything. What do you guys think? How do you think we did on this lot? What cards do you guys think are the coolest or most interesting there? If you guys can like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff greatly helps me out, and I will see you guys on the next one.